The Mangalitza pig is one of the most extraordinary agricultural animals in the world. It has curly hair, similar to that of a sheep, and a flavor that is similar to that of Wagyu. Additionally, it has more than 70% of its body fat. This unusual Hungarian breed, which was once on the verge of extinction, has since become a highly appreciated delicacy. We will take you behind the scenes of Mangalitza pig husbandry and modern processing in this movie. From lush pastures to high-tech facilities, we will show you how this once forgotten pig has progressed to become some of the most delicious meat on the globe. The Mangalitza, the only pig in the world with curly hair, was created in 1833 by Archduke Joseph of Hungary, through the process of breeding Serbian and Hungarian pigs together at the same time. The rich marbled meat of this woolly breed earned it the nickname Kobe beef of pork, which is a reference to the breed's legendary reputation. By the 1950 seconds, Mangalitzas had become such a popular export that they dominated the market for pork. Using a body fat content of more than 70%, it was the most popular choice in Hungary when people cooked using lard. Nevertheless, when the use of cooking oil and refrigerators became more widespread, the fatty Mangalitza became less popular. In 1991, there were fewer than 200 pigs left in Hungary, putting the species on the verge of extinction. Thanks to the efforts of a Spanish firm, the breed was brought back to life in the year 2016. In the present day, Mangalitza farming is flourishing in countries such as Hungary, Austria, Canada, France, and the United States. In Hungary, there are over 7,000 sows, and in Hungary, over 60,000 piglets are produced annually. As a result of their natural ability to forage, Mangalitza pigs are ideal for farming that is based on pasture and free-range conditions. The majority of farmers prefer to keep them in gated enclosures, out on open fields, while there are some farms that continue to raise them in barns. Because these pigs are so precious, farmers take great care of them by cleaning their living places on a regular basis, marking them so that they can be easily identified, and continuously monitoring their health with precise records to ensure that each pig remains in the best possible condition. Pigs of the Mangalitza breed can be classified into three primary categories: the blonde, the red, and the swallow-bellied kind. Although each has its own unique coat color, they all have the same distinctively curly hair that gives them an appearance that is almost identical to that of sheep. With a coat that has a light golden color, the most frequent type of Mangalitza is light blonde. On the other hand, the swallow-bellied form has a stunning black body with a delicate, creamy underbelly, whilst the red variant has a deep, reddish-brown coloration. The Mangalitza breed is well known for its submissive demeanor, robust immune system, and meat that is marbled, heavy in fat, and bursting with flavor. The thick, woolly coats of these pigs, combined with their calm and inquisitive nature, make them well suited to withstand frigid conditions. This ensures that the Mangalitza pigs' diets are carefully monitored in order to maintain a high level of meat quality on farms where they are kept in controlled surroundings. The majority of the time, they are given a combination of wild pasture greens, along with potatoes and pumpkins, which are both sources of energy and nutrients. This food, which is natural and well-balanced, not only ensures their health, but also their growth. Mangalitza pigs are typically allowed to graze on open pasture, in addition to the feed that they consume, while being contained in pens. The act of grazing is an essential component of their natural behavior, as it enables them to search for grass, herbs, and roots, all of which are beneficial to their overall health and well-being. It is also possible to improve the flavor and texture of their meat through this kind of grazing. This is because foraging provides them with a diversified diet, which results in more complicated fat marbling. Farmers are responsible for the meticulous management of the Mangalitza pig breeding process. From 8 to 10 months of age, Mangalitza pigs often reach the point where they are sexually mature. After they have been bred, Mangalitza sows have a gestation period that is relatively brief, lasting approximately 115 days. In most cases, they give birth to litters consisting of 6 to 10 piglets, which are closely checked to ensure that they are healthy. When the piglets are born, they have a fine and fluffy coat, which will eventually transform into the distinctive curly wool as they expand and mature. Farmers make sure that the mothers and piglets are provided with a safe and pleasant environment, and they also make sure that they receive the appropriate diet and care. Since of their distinctive, thick, and curly coats, Mangalitsa pigs are difficult to process, since they require specialist technology and a substantial amount of water resources to adequately clean and remove the hair before processing. As a result, not every processing plant is equipped to handle Mangalitsa pigs. A comprehensive cleaning of the pig's coat is the first step in the procedure. This cleaning is carried out with high-pressure water and specialized instruments to guarantee that all of the wool is removed correctly and without causing any harm to the skin. Following the cleaning of the coat, the pig carcass is next sliced into a variety of distinct sections. Because the fat is an essential component of Mangalitsa pork, particular care is taken to keep its high marbling, which contributes to the flavor and texture of the meat. This is done in order to ensure that the fat is preserved. Immediately following the dissection of the carcass, the meat is meticulously sorted into a number of distinct pieces, including the ribs, shoulders, loins, and belly. A portion of the fat is reserved for further processing, while other slices are prepared for fresh sales, aging, or curing, depending on the product that is being manufactured. In order to complete the procedure, skilled laborers and the appropriate equipment are required. The Mangalitsa breed of pig is produced in a manner that requires a greater amount of labor and is more expensive than other varieties of pork. Pork from Mangalitsa is highly regarded not only for its delightful flavor, but also for the extraordinary adaptability it possesses. The meat is frequently utilized in the production of premium cured items such as dry cured ham and artisanal sausages. This is because to the meat's high fat content and deep marbling throughout. Additionally, the fat from the belly and back is perfect for rendering into high-quality lard or making into pork cracklings that are absolutely delicious. To be more specific, the legs are typically utilized in the production of cured hams, which are comparable to jamon or prosciutto examples. Mangalitsa pork, in contrast to commercial pork that is leaner, has a high fat content, which makes it extremely juicy and soft even after long cooking times. This makes it ideal for slow roasting, braising, or grilling, where the fat melts and imparts flavor to the flesh. Additionally, it is frequently utilized in traditional recipes such as pork stews, pan-fried chops, and even as a premium cut for gourmet burgers. There is such a high demand for the fat itself that it is frequently reduced into lard for use in cooking or baking. Lard is renowned for its clean flavor and flawless consistency. Additionally, the fat is utilized in the production of the sauce, which can be utilized in the production of a range of sauces, including tomato sauce. One fascinating angle, often overlooked in discussions about Mangalitsa pigs, is the effort to preserve their genetics. While the breed was nearly extinct in the early 1990s, today, conservationists are using advanced breeding programs, genetic mapping, and cryopreservation of semen and embryos to maintain biodiversity. These efforts ensure that the Mangalitsa does not suffer from inbreeding or the loss of its distinct traits, such as high-fat marbling and its iconic curly coat. International registries and collaborative breeding networks have also been established to track lineage and protect the breed for future generations. Moreover, the Mangalitsa pig holds deep cultural and historical significance, particularly in Hungary and other parts of Central Europe. It was once a royal delicacy enjoyed by aristocrats during the Austro-Hungarian Empire, often featured in traditional feasts and rural celebrations. Recipes dating back to the 19th century include Mangalitza, lard-based pastries and stews, rich with its flavorful meat. Its woolly appearance even inspired local legends, where it was believed to be a magical animal in folklore. Reviving this pig is not just a culinary journey, it's a way of preserving heritage and reconnecting with a region's agricultural past. In addition, it's interesting to compare the Mangalitza with other heritage pig breeds around the world, such as the Iberian pig of Spain or the Berkshire pig from England. While the Iberian pig is renowned for its acorn-fed diet and used to make jamón ibérico, the Mangalitza stands out for its thick lard and unique marbling. Unlike leaner commercial pigs, all these heritage breeds are raised slowly and more humanely, often on pasture, which contributes to both superior meat quality and animal welfare. Exploring these global breeds side by side reveals the incredible diversity in pork flavor and farming traditions. On the economic side, Mangalitza farming is far more costly and labor-intensive than conventional pig farming. These pigs take longer to mature, consume more feed, and require more space. As a result, the cost per kilogram of Mangalitza pork is significantly higher. However, for gourmet restaurants and niche butchers, the investment pays off because customers are willing to pay a premium for its unmatched flavor and fat content. This pork fits squarely into the luxury food market, where the story behind the meat adds as much value as the meat itself. Furthermore, global demand for Mangalitza pork is steadily rising, especially in countries like the United States, France, and Japan. In fine dining kitchens, chefs prize its buttery texture and ability to stay juicy even under high heat. Distributors now ship frozen or cured Mangalitza cuts around the world, making it a global delicacy despite its local roots. As a result, farmers have started to tailor their production schedules and breeding programs to match export cycles and culinary trends abroad. From an environmental perspective, Mangalitza farming, when done on pasture, can be surprisingly sustainable. These pigs are natural foragers, meaning they can be raised with minimal grain input if rotated properly through wooded or grassy areas. They enrich the soil with their manure, reduce weed growth by rooting, and help maintain biodiversity by grazing in mixed species pastures. Because they are less reliant on antibiotics and artificial feed, Mangalitza farming can represent a more ecologically sound alternative to industrial-scale pig farming. Nutritionally speaking, Mangalitza pork defies assumptions about fatty meat being unhealthy. In fact, its fat is high in monounsaturated fats, similar to olive oil, and contains beneficial omega-3 fatty acids. The rich marbling also means it stays moist during cooking, reducing the need for added oils or sauces. Some studies even suggest that its fat has a better lipid profile than conventional pork, making it not only tastier, but potentially healthier in moderation. This nutritional nuance could help elevate its appeal to health-conscious consumers. Another rarely mentioned feature of the Mangalitza is its wool. While it's not commercially harvested at scale like sheep wool, some artisans have experimented with using it in crafts like felting, insulation, or natural cleaning brushes. The coarse, curly fibers add a unique texture to handmade products. Though still a novelty, this creative reuse of Mangalitza wool hints at future sustainable applications beyond the meat itself, especially in eco-conscious markets. However, scaling up Mangalitza production poses serious challenges. Because of their slower growth rate, longer gestation periods, and sensitivity to stress, mass-producing these pigs without sacrificing quality or animal welfare is difficult. Farmers must strike a delicate balance between meeting market demand and preserving the breed's integrity. Automated systems and feed optimization help, but human attention and care remain crucial. Unlike industrial pig farming, this model cannot be easily automated, which limits how quickly it can expand. Lastly, the culinary world plays a vital role in the Mangalitza story. Top chefs, butchers, and food influencers are key to educating the public about this special pig. Some restaurants offer exclusive Mangalitza tasting menus, while artisan butchers teach customers how to prepare it properly. These culinary ambassadors not only create demand, but also help preserve traditional preparation techniques like dry curing, rendering lard, or slow roasting. Their passion and expertise elevate Mangalitza pork from just a product to an experience.